just finished work. Let's go this way.
And that's all that done with. Let's do a podcast in people's faces.
Doing all the bits.
Yeah, we'll throw some random stuff at each other. How are we gonna do this thing?
Well, we won't do that. We'll just say.
Yeah.
You will just say.
Okay, yeah. So just do it.
Just say it. I'll say hello and
Okay,
just,
yeah. Yo, podcast fans.
Yo.
This actually is episode 19.
Are you sure this time?
Oh,
This is it. We're doing so many of them, and they're coming thick and fast.
Lose track.
This is it. It's like a WWE pay-per-view. It's just one, then another, then another, then another.
And then you get bored.
Whoa! Hang on. I need it now. I feel like I need it. It's that little pick me up just when you think, oh, it's ages till the pay-per-view. No, it's not. It's in another 20 minutes. There's another one.
There's always another one.
Yeah, if you miss one, don't worry. There's another one. It's fine.
Yeah, they're probably quite similar.
We're not allowed to miss them, are we now? Because we do all this.
Absolutely.
This
not.
is the problem. I can't miss anything.
Yeah, the TLC that we're talking about just now, I've had to watch in about 5 different sections, just fitting it in whenever I've had time.
Okay. But you've watched it all now?
Just about.
Okay, there you go. This is what this episode's about, episode 19. It's just a bit of a review show, check on our predictions, and say what we thought of TLC 2016.
Yeah.
Welcome along, everybody.
Yo!
This is just the two voices today, Adam and Tim. We are flying the flag for the Triple Threat Club.
Yeah.
Hitting with some social media-age.
Well, Meteorage.
Meteorage? Yeah, okay.
Social Meteorage.
I like it.
We're on YouTube right now,
Live stream.
doing the live thing. That's us.
Yeah, look at me today. I look very professional.
You're a professional. I'm just completely.
What's the opposite of professional?
Hobo. I'm a hobo who's stolen a running top. That's what that is.
There you go.
But I think we both look awesome. Unlike like the last time that we did just the two of us when we were dressed exactly the same.
Dressed the same, yeah, that was worrying.
That was.
We didn't phone ahead at all that day.
No.
No, we'll go right.
Yeah.
We'll go.
We're Triple Threat Club on YouTube. We're Triple Threat Club on Facebook. We're the Triple Threat Club podcast on Instagram. And we're the 3 Threat Club, that's the number 3, on the Twitter.
There you go, that's everything. All
Yeah.
over it. TLC then.
Tender loving chairs.
Nice. We
Yes.
should do that more. What do you think?
Overall,
Go on.
it was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm putting it.
Okay. I'm going to go one step ahead of alright and say pretty good.
Okay.
I feel like that's the next one. Alright.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I feel like it kind of, it ended with a very good match and it started with a great result. I
Okay.
think they were the highlights for me.
Right.
But there were a few kind of flat bits in the middle. But
Let's get to
we'll
it then.
get in there.
Pre-show? Did you watch pre-show? I actually say every time.
Adam, the pre-show guy.
I did watch the pre-show, although this time I really fast-forwarded it to just... I literally watched Renee, because I like to see Renee. Then I watched the Social Media Lounge with Tom Phillips, who had Alexa Bliss in there, so I thought, I'll catch that. And watched the first 30 seconds of the match that was on there.
Well, I've got it here. What was it? The Hype Bros, American Alpha, and Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Are they Hype Bros and American Alpha not kind of feuding at the moment? Are they not at least? Okay. Defeated the Board Villains, the Ascension. Oh, Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was pointless. It was a waste of everyone's well, no one's time because no one was there yet. It was what you'd expect, and then American Alpha won, and that was it. It was bad. There's no point in any of it.
I've got just nothing.
I feel bad for Apollo Crews, even though I never really liked him anyway. I feel like they got him in there early, said we're going to do, nothing.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for Zack Ryder every time I see him because he's just babysitting a drunken buffoon, isn't he? I won't wish it on anyone. American Alpha, they're still finding their feet, they'll get somewhere. Those other two tag teams, nah.
Yeah. Do you not see a lot of similarities in these people though? It's almost like they're trying to follow a formula and it tends to fall flat. The ones I'm thinking of, Mason Ryan looked like Batista, didn't work.
Okay.
Apollo Crews looked like Bobby Lashley, who's having a lot of success elsewhere now. Not quite working for him. And it just clicked a little bit. I know they're already kind of doing it, but don't you think American Alpha a little bit like Charlie Haas and Charlotte Benjamin?
So. Very much so. Yeah, they're the same. They dress the same, they work the same.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that fussed.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Gable's a really good wrestler.
I think both of them are. I think both of them are good wrestlers.
I'm really into Gable's style personally.
Yeah.
So if he's got some character to show.
That's the thing. It comes down to character and personality. And at the moment, they're just they're like Apollo Crews. They come up from NXT and they're really happy.
Yeah, they're just.
We're gonna try our best. Yeah.
They're like Olympic team hype bros.
Yeah. And then early 90s before Attitude Era and all that kind of stuff, they would have been big faces, everyone would have loved it, but
too much of it.
You can't do that anymore, you got to have something about you, and they haven't. And then you've got Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
He's awful. And he's got the Eva Marie entrance, where the voiceover man, it's like, coming down now, he's really good at this, face the facts everyone, Kurt Hawkins, and he's bad. It was all bad.
If I were booking that, I would specifically turn that around and just be like, next up, you're gonna fucking hate this guy because he's boring.
Yeah, everyone, go for a piss.
That would be great.
It would be good.
You'd get over if he was the guy that everybody knew, everyone's gonna leave.
Yeah. Just
while he does his entrance and a bit of his match.
Would be pretty good.
Be hilarious.
What he should then start doing as well is do voiceovers for other people and proper wind them all up. If he could if he did like a 1-4 Bray Wyatt, here he comes. He's talking shit that means nothing but sounds really scary. He's not washed in days. If he did things like that, that'd be a nice little thing. There you go, give me.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm taking that. Sorry, Kurt Hawkins.
And then there was a new guy on the pre-show panel, this guy from a radio show.
Okay.
Peter somebody.
Don't know where he's
Not a clue who he was or why he was there. He was really happy, he said some nice little points, but it also made me think, okay, there's a chance for us.
Yeah.
I'd happily sit on that pre-show panel.
Well, we've been saying this, if we get the Triple Threat Club hosting a pre-show.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to see our graphic up on the front of that glass table.
And Renee.
Yes.
Happy with that.
There it is.
Sort it out.
Okay. I'll make some calls.
Yeah, there you go. That was the pre-show.
That was the pre-show. And then I've just realised this as well. I'm okay with it, but this was the shortest match of the night. And it was a really short match, the opening match.
It was pretty short, come to think of it, yeah.
6 minutes.
Is that all?
And 3 seconds, but 6 minutes.
I can kind of understand why though, because everyone predicted the winners.
Yeah.
Everyone. So, let's just get on with it. Let's get to it. The others can't really do much. Heath Slater gets beat up for a bit, then Rhino comes in, and it's the same old shtick really. And then
kind of a cool finish.
What was the finish? What was it?
I don't know how long Bray must have been.
He was doing the thing, wasn't he?
The crab thing, yeah. Because the camera wasn't with him.
I reckon probably a while. He was probably there for a while, and then it was RKO when it came in after Savage.
Yeah.
Got him.
But the coolest part of that was when they timed really perfectly with the music doing the poses with the belts.
They did do that, yeah, that was
It was
good.
spot on. That.
I'm sure it was like a close up on Bray's face. It almost looked like he thought, we've done that perfectly with the music. Even
Do you think? Yeah.
just part of him was like, yes, everyone, we got that.
I'm gonna go back and watch that because that was a cool moment.
That was pretty cool.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that was Bray's first belt, isn't it?
3 years apparently. He never had a belt. Possibly
Yeah.
not the one that looks great or that he should have. But
No, but I'm alright with him being a slow burn.
Hmm?
But it's good that they're doing something with him now.
I want it to build now and carry on, and
Yeah.
at some point it'd be nice if they all had the belt. If everyone in it, maybe get a couple of new members or whatever, but Wyatt family has all the belts. I think you might have said that a
Yeah.
couple of times before. That'd be good.
Yeah, and I mean in the meantime, grow the family and pass the tag team belts around and let them all defend it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that will make them all look strong.
Yeah.
And I know there's kind of tension between Orton and...
There was, and then he gave him the belt at the end, so to
Yeah,
almost
so-
kind of say, well, we're not doing that yet.
But it's good having that, like the number of times the Shield had arguments and like beat each other up a little bit,
Yeah.
but didn't break up. That just made it all seem more real.
Mm.
And if they could do that and just have tension in them all the time,
That'd
but
work.
never tip it over the edge.
Yeah, I hope Randy stays in there for a while now and
Yeah.
and does some good with that.
I'd quite like him to develop a bit though, because they're trying to keep him as Randy Orton as they can. Aren't
Yeah, they need to. I feel like they need to start just get his beard out a little bit more.
Yeah, even if it's just that, just rough him up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can keep his gear exactly as it is if you want, if you
Yeah.
have to. But I feel like the hoodie's a little bit too perfect.
Yeah, it is. It's but it's straight from the merchandise shop, isn't it? He's got the hoodie on. He's got the hood up. He doesn't need the brand spanking RKO hoodie. Just dress him in a
Yeah.
normal hoodie and jeans or something and have him wander about.
Plus, they would probably sell a lot more
Yeah.
if he did like a Wyatt family version
Mm.
that was just knackered or leather or something.
Yeah.
it seems like the kind of
leather and chains.
it seems like the kind of thing Bray would wear. That's
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah, the match was alright. Right result. Yeah, didn't realise it was 6 minutes, but fair enough.
yeah, it's the way they booked it probably.
All the fans loved it as well, didn't they? Big
Yeah.
reaction, everyone cheered
Lots
it.
of
and
good
everything.
reactions. Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully they'll lose something now. Keep it going.
Yeah. I did feel that the audience went a bit flat after this. I think that was part of what influenced
Yeah,
my ideas.
I think the problem is the match. It's caring about the matches, I suppose, a little bit. I don't know, like.
Yeah, and
I think the next one maybe they should have cared about. The next one was the match where I thought, oh, it's been going on for a while. This will be quite good. They'll do something with it and to care about it. But this was the match where it wasn't very good. I didn't think so. It
Yeah.
didn't really work. It was Nikki Bella versus Carmella.
no DQ.
No DQ. Okay, go a bit nuts. Go around ringside for a bit. Do a little bit what they did on Raw and
Yeah.
have a bit of a walk round. Hit a few nice spots. Hit them with the weapons. Didn't really.
It didn't fit on the card for me
Nothing.
this.
No.
Because the only place it fits is at the bottom. So you've got tag championships, intercontinental championship.
Mm.
Corbin and Kalisto again are kind of near the bottom of the card there. Then you've got women's championship and men's championship. So Nikki and Carmella just having a match like this, it's completely missing something. They needed something more to be fighting for. Some kind of stipulation or, I don't know, even like a number one contendership.
Yeah, they could have done something more with it, couldn't they?
But
Yeah, there was nothing really in the match. There was nothing to it. It was
SmackDown match. rather
it
than
was just
something.
it was a SmackDown match. There was a bit of a kendo stick, I think, and then the fire extinguisher came
Yeah.
out, and that was it. It's kind of ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was.
Nothing really,
It was
is there?
just alright.
It was alright, and then at the end she said, I didn't see the point in her saying,
Yeah. Well.
Natalia did it. It was just a bit,
Yeah,
it was
so
a bit
what?
crap. It was just rubbish.
That had to come out at some point, but
Not like,
too much time's passed. No one gives a shit
no one was
anymore.
asked.
Plus, everybody knows. So
Yeah, it was Natalia, yeah, okay. Even Nikki Bella, yeah. And then it cut to Natalia backstage and she was like, no, it wasn't me. It obviously was then. I don't know. There's nothing to
I
it.
just don't care.
Yeah, it was crap. Next match.
Miz and would you believe Miz actually had a match with Dolph Ziggler?
Oh, I've been hoping those two would get it on us for some.
I hardly ever get to see this.
I really liked it though. I thought it was a pretty good match.
It was a good match, yeah.
I thought it was good.
The fans were bored.
They were, because it's the same match
Yeah.
with a ladder this time. Fair enough, but they weren't that bothered.
Nothing they did got the reaction from it.
No, I felt a bit bad for him because I did think it was a good match. I thought how long was that one? That felt like a bit of a longer
It
one.
was 25.
Yeah, so they had some good time on it.
Second longest match.
Did some good bits. Maurice didn't do anything,
Which is always
which
good.
was good.
Yeah.
You know, she did a job of standing at the side,
I was fully expecting her to show up
Yeah.
a couple of times.
and she didn't do anything. I kind of knew he was going to win. I thought he was going to win. The fact that they'd said, this is the last match now. This is it. This is the end of it. Right. Well, that means then that Miz has got to win, because if Dolph wins, Miz always get a rematch.
True.
So if Dolph had won, it wouldn't have been the end. But they kept on saying this is the. I know that happens quite a lot, and it's not always it. But this time it kind of sounded like, no, this is it now.
It felt legit.
This is
time,
we're not going to do it anymore. We all know you're all a bit bored of it. This is it now.
Yeah.
Miz can win there.
So it was the first completely nonsensical thing to happen that night.
Yeah. I liked the match though. I thought it was good. I quite like watching them, even though I've seen it before. Hopefully they'll go off and do something now.
Oh, well,
What do you think they're going to do?
I hope Ziggler leaves.
Leaves? Wow.
For his benefit, because I really like him. Because I like his style, I like his look. I think he's good on the mic. He's got everything about him, but right now no one gives a shit.
No.
And everyone's bored of him because he's just been booked shit for ages.
Yeah.
He needs to go away, go and be awesome in Japan or Ring of Honor or somewhere, and then make a surprise return in like 6 months or a year.
Do you think he would do this?
I have no idea.
I think he likes just being around.
I get that idea as well. It's just a job that he loves.
He's always on talking smack. He's always on the extra little shows. He's having fun with everybody, and
Yeah.
I feel like he just likes being there. What's your job? WWE wrestler. Alright, fair play. And he's just happy
Yeah.
doing that.
But it's a shame because he seems like a champion to me, and he's just.
No.
I reckon what would be interesting is if he could start a tag team with someone who suits his style
Got any ideas?
on SmackDown.
Not a big roster on SmackDown.
It's not.
Would you
Yeah.
bring somebody over? What about him and Sami Zayn getting about?
Something like that could work. Sami Zayn would have to. I don't know if they're a little bit too high flying.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to go like as far as Big Show. I wouldn't want another one of those.
Yeah.
Like Kane and Hurricane.
No, we don't need that.
We don't need another one of those.
No. There isn't that
What?
many people around. You've got all your also randoms like your Apollo Cruises and people like that, and I feel bad
Yeah.
for Dolph.
I'm gonna just put this out there as the weirdest possible thing that will never happen in a million years, but I would kind of buy tag team champions Dolph Ziggler and Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's ridiculous.
Think of how weird that would be. But
I can't endorse
just put
that.
them as a
That's
team.
That's mental. No.
I'd love that.
There's more chance of Dolph joining the Wyatts or something
Yeah,
and having a really bright white beard.
that would actually fit storyline wise right now because he's down and out.
He's done.
He's fucked.
What can we do with him?
So if Bray adopts him,
I'd quite like that. And then Dolph eventually wins the IC belt, and then the Wyatts have got the tags and the IC belt.
and then Orton gets
And
another
then
world
Orton-
championship,
Yeah, whoever
and
gets-
then Bray gets jealous
Yeah.
and kills him.
Yes! There you go. That'd be good.
Next match up was the chairs match between my guy Baron Corbin
Yeah.
and the midget Callisto.
Yes. This was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, 13 minutes.
I thought this was perfectly fine. I thought it was parts of it, dare I say it, pretty good.
Yeah, I reckon Corbin really stepped up. Jumping a bit, but like you could, the summary of this match for me was his attitude after the match when he was shouting at the commentators. It felt completely real.
Yeah, it was good.
So, and that's what I felt like he was like through the whole match.
He was like Kalisto threw himself around like he does, took some pretty brutal shots. Some of it looked like, but then still managed to get in a few things of his own in for certain points in it. I thought he might do this.
Yeah.
Bit of David Goliath sort of thing going on. And then the shot with him on the when he got him with the chair, that looked pretty good.
That looked good, yeah.
And then the end of days thing on the pile of chairs looked good. Yeah, quite enjoying it. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done them two.
Yeah.
Well done. Wasn't on the pre-show. It was on the main show, and you both stepped up. I was pleased, people. Wasn't sure about Kalisto's outfit. Reminded me of like old school Tatanka or somebody.
There's a bit too much going on.
Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed by that, but
very lucha libre.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Well done.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit patronising,
no,
but well done.
It has to, because we've not really had cause to expect very much from either of them.
No, and it had gone on they both got injured and they both came back and it was carrying on and it was like, why?
They needed to finish it. I hope this is the end of it.
It's got to be, surely. I wouldn't be surprised if Kalisto gets up on Raw now and starts going on the cruiserweights and all that kind of stuff, because there's nothing for him to do.
Not now.
On SmackDown, there's no point.
No, I don't really know what
anything he does will be the same story again, where he's small, they're big.
Yeah.
It'd be crap.
Plus, I still think actually, as much as it's big versus small, this feud has made Corbin look good. And if he carries on now, if he carries that attitude on into...
Well, he was on Talking Smack afterwards, and he kind of said, you know, I should be in the main event now. I've done that. He was like, put me in against AJ Styles, put me in against Dean Ambrose. Okay, chill out, first of all, please. But he's saying, like, now I've got to move me on. And Daniel Bryan said, you know what, you have shown me something there.
Yeah.
You're in my mind now. He was kind of saying, like, there's going to be something going on. So hopefully, next kind of step sort of thing.
Yeah.
Don't really know if there is any middle, though. There's the Miz.
Oh.
There's the shit, then there's the Miz, then there's the title.
You know what?
There's no in between on SmackDown.
That's the horrible thing about the Intercontinental Championship right now. That I actually quite like the Miz, and I think he's a good worker.
Yeah.
But it's just a bit boring.
Because it's who he's going against. That's why they've carried this Dolph thing on for so long. Because there's nobody else. They did the little Apollo Crews thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did Darren Young. Right. Then there was like, right, Dolph will do something good. And they were right. They had some good matches. Carried it on. Good promo shit going on. Really good. And that's gone on too long. Now what are you going to do?
But even then, if you could pick anyone currently contracted to WWE at any level right now to feud with the Miz for the IC Championship, do you give a shit enough to pick anyone? Even you just go way up to the top. You go for AJ, who's going to go for both of the belts, or you go for Seth Rollins or the Undertaker or Brock Lesnar, or it's still the Miz.
You're being harsh on the Miz now. I would have him in my top 5 of the year. When we do our review show of the year, a couple of weeks time, everybody.
He has been a really good
I'm putting him in my top 5 of the year.
Spoiler.
There you go. Probably number 5 as well. But there you go, he's in there.
In terms of what?
He's done in everything. He's put on some good matches. He's following on what he says himself. He's made the IC title a little bit relevant.
Only by holding on to it
So he held on for a long time. His promos have all been really good. I've liked everything. Every week he's come out with something good for me. So he's going to be number 5 in my top 5 of the year.
Shit.
I'll have to tune in a few weeks to find out the other 4 people.
He's going to bore you to death in the meantime and he'll change his mind.
Maybe.
But okay, book Miz's next feud then. Who would you have? Nakamura.
Oh, no. No.
Sorry, I like Nakamura.
I'm trying to think who's on SmackDown and I can't think of anybody. I'd get Sami Zayn over from Raw and do that and have them. Because Sami Zayn needs something to do. Those two will have good matches, similar sorts of stuff to the Dolph stuff. You can have Sami Zayn being the underdog guy, does that really well. You can have Miz being the obnoxious, got everything guy. I think I'd be happy with that. Alternatively, I don't like him, that's why I would never say it. Cesaro could go over and do something. I think you've got to take someone off the other show to get onto SmackDown because there's nobody half decent on SmackDown. They're all shit.
Yeah. I can't really. I mean, no.
Unless
I really don't know.
you drop Ambrose down. Spoiler. I don't know.
It's not a spoiler. Everyone knew that was going to happen at the end. Yeah, I mean, now that what's the little bastard's name?
Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth. Now that he's #1 contender. For fuck's sake.
Let's get started, mate. Let's get started, mate. Women's match.
Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch in a tables match.
Yeah.
It's alright. Wasn't the best.
It was the what
Bit
even.
of a clusterfuck.
It was the one where I really wasn't asked, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I was fully prepared, quite like both of them,
Yeah.
to be like, right, okay, this will be pretty good. This.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit.
Yeah. It was just.
I don't know why. Why didn't I care, Tim? Why?
I reckon they should have. I mean, if you can have a triple main event at Hell in a Cell, why is it that the women? First of all, why is it that women couldn't have a TLC match?
Yep.
And if you're gonna do that, then you may as well give Miz and Dolph a TLC as well.
Okay.
But let's not do that. Let's give Miz. Sorry, I'm completely reblocking the show now.
Right.
Let's give Miz and Dolph the match they deserve, which is a 30-second no one gives a shit.
No, I liked the ladder match.
Right, but I reckon it would have. They'd have been better ladder matches if the Wyatt's had a TLC,
Right.
the women had TLC, and the main event was a TLC.
Rough
Yeah. Triple main event.
No, we ate triple main events.
Only because one of them was shit.
3 of them. Yeah, I wasn't fussed because it table match.
Yeah, it's a really anticlimactic finish, especially when it's almost like an over-the-top rope elimination match.
Yeah.
Without there being 28.
There could be nothing to it, and it.
Yeah.
And it felt like the finish. Okay, it just kind of happened, and it was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a surprise element, fair enough, but it wasn't even. It wasn't a particularly amazing one or anything. It was, I don't know, they could have done something, and it just wasn't really. And the whole match, it had a couple of nice little bits in it.
Yeah.
I liked the disarmer round the kind of metal table kind of thing as an extra, like, oh, when Alexa did a DDT on the table, but like the other way round, that must have hurt both of them.
Yeah,
What's he
probably.
doing?
There were a few things like that in that match.
Yeah. But I just wasn't fussed. I wasn't really into it at all. I don't know why.
I think the women's scene on SmackDown will improve now, because Becky Lynch was the right champion to be the first one.
Yeah.
But I think she's lost a bit of momentum in holding the belt. Probably because there's not a lot to feud with, but I do also think that Alexa's really, really improved in the last few months.
Yeah.
And
She's a better talker as well.
by a lot.
A heel champ is always a little bit more interesting to a certain degree, because people can go after you and you can be a bit of a dick and all that kind of stuff. So
well, it's not. That is true, but I think a good face doesn't do what Becky Lynch did.
Right.
Because Becky Lynch went a little bit too aggressive occasionally. I think if you follow the formula of John Cena being the ultimate face champion, got annoying, but if you follow that, Becky Lynch she crossed the line a little bit too much, and she was the one that started the fights. where that's not
That's
really
not
what a
what you
face
should
should do.
Yeah.
But I think at least now there's someone who's more clearly defined in their character who's gonna be the champion. And
You say that. Have you seen Talking? You haven't seen Talking?
I haven't seen it. No.
So on Talking Smack, Alexa's on it as well, showing off the new belt and everything. Kind of forgets that she's on TV and playing a character of Alexa Bliss. Cries. Thanks her mum at ringside. She's worked so hard for so long. Proper heartfelt. I was a bit like, oh, come on, yeah, you have got it.
Yeah.
You're a bad guy. You've been a bitch for the past. That's your whole thing. And it's just full on, legit Twitter kind of. I've wanted a dream like it was a Sasha Banks when I've dreamed of this since I was little and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, she kind of goes. One of them says something like, "Oh, but you've got to thank Becky for being such a worthy opponent," and then she went, "Why have I got to thank Becky? I did this all on my own," sort of thing. It all felt like she forgot that.
Yeah.
Talking Smack, because that's how they do it, where it's supposed to be a bit more real.
Yeah.
She kind of was like full on.
Oh well, I'll have to watch it because.
Watch it.
Because in your description of it, it kind of I'm okay with it.
Okay.
So long as it's because if you separate you and all the other women on the roster, and it's like I'm better than them and I can be a bitch to them and just they're good performers and everything, but fuck them, I'm the awesome one.
Yeah.
And then you actually achieve your first ever women's championship. It's still okay, I think, to be slightly.
I didn't like it.
You don't have to be arrogant to be a bitch.
No, you don't. I just felt it was. I know what you're saying. If she'd done it in a way where it was like, I beat all them and I deserved this. I tried for so long. But it was very much like a little girl gets a dream come true. And it was just a bit. Watch it because whatever. But yeah, I was just a bit like, because she does a great like just disgusted face of like I'm better than all you and all that mean girly kind of thing. She's lovely. I really like her because she's only 5 foot tall and everything.
Yeah.
And she won. Well done.
I'd quite like then in that case for her to come out on SmackDown and get a 50-50 reaction, lift the belt up and be like just a little bit gracious in her body language and smile, and then like be I did it.
Yeah.
Like I told all of you, and then just really slowly like wind it back up again.
Yeah, that'd be good if she did that.
And then whoever's
Who do you think's coming out? Nikki Bella?
I don't know, because that's complicated, that feud now.
You think it's going to happen with Natalia and all that kind of stuff?
Well, something has to go on there. I don't know what, and I don't want to see any of it.
Maybe it'll just be like people coming out. I hope it's not just Becky again though, and it's like
she's
we'll go around again.
Rematch, hasn't she?
In theory, yeah.
I hate that.
It's crap.
I like that you can have that in the bank, and at some point you can just be like, oh no, actually rematch clauses are bullshit. They should have that as a special thing.
Yeah. Where
heels demand rematch clauses just in case they get
for whatever reason you've got one, or you've signed something before and that entitles you to this, or something. There could be other things. But yeah, everybody getting one, it's just back and forth then.
Yeah, and it's
a bit, mixing's a little bit predictable. Like with the Miz thing, like, well, you said this is the end and he's got to win.
Yeah.
Otherwise we're going back again. And then again.
Yeah. Plus if you have the rematch and you go 1 win each, not only does the second champion now also have a rematch clause, but now you have to have the third match because you won each.
Yeah.
And it's just, it pisses me off, there's no logic to it. Just have a match, let it blow off, and then come back to it. They used to do that. So, yeah, I fully expect Becky Lynch to just be back on it. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm done with it now.
She needs to do something else.
And she'd be good doing something else, I think.
I think so. Main event.
On to the TLC match. The Tables Love and Care match.
Yes.
AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for the World Title. World Title.
Still don't think he says it like that.
World Title.
It was really good. I really liked it.
Phenomenal one got holy.
He did. He ripped his pants. Everyone's jumped on it.
He nearly showed some butthole.
We're not going to go on about it though. He ripped his pants, it happened. He carried on like a trooper.
Do you think you even noticed?
Yeah, because every time he stood up on like, and you obviously went on the big camera.
Yeah.
Everyone went, way! It was the loudest the crowd cheered all evening.
Well, at least since the Wyatts won the tag
True
belts.
that,
Yeah.
It was really good, I thought. I knew it would be because AJ Styles was in it. So it was bound to be good.
This was 31 minutes, this match.
Okay.
Longest match of the night, deservedly so.
Yeah. Dean Ambrose stepped up a little bit. He can wrestle when he wants to, and when he's got somebody really, really phenomenal with him.
AJ's just
He's so good.
insanely good. When are we gonna get the year-long AJ Rollins feud? Because I'm craving it.
Maybe next year.
Oh, it'd be so good.
Some of the things they were doing were just really good. Really good. Ambrose off the ladder, through the table.
Both times.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, really good. AJ Styles in
450 springboard.
The 450 springboard to the outside, through Ambrose, through the tables. Mamma mia. It was so good.
You know just how good someone is when they do a move like that, slightly overdo it, but have the reactions to not kill themselves.
It was perfect. Perfectly done.
The way he turned his neck, jutted his shoulder out, dropped his arm, took all of the impact, like spread it out. To have that reaction so quickly is amazing.
I really like the flip through the chairs, though, like the suplex kind of thing, flip over into the chair. I think that might have been where it ripped his pants, actually.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I've never seen that before.
I've seen that suplex before, but through chairs. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be awkward, because you try to. If they just went splat and the chairs didn't move, that's one thing that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But as they all buckle,
they all bend
and you just go in the middle of them. Ugh. Cool spot.
They both went for it though, didn't they? Dean went through another table in the corner and loads of things going on. Didn't really feel like half an hour. It went pretty quick. Both going for it.
I didn't like how Dean was a little bit. He just looked like he was just chilling.
Yeah, he does that
during the last spot. It's like, do you not? You can see that camera's right in your face, right?
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was trying to sell being dazed.
I think it was a dazed face, but it came across like his other face of "I'm too cool for school," didn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Not that.
He was just like lying back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wait for the match to end now.
Yeah. So I really liked it, but then it annoyed me at the end, as most pay-per-views tend to do. I reckon every single pay-per-view this year, they've had mixed reviews off me if you've heard the other ones, but at the end I've always gone, at the end I've never gone, yes! I've always gone, it was a bit like that again.
What was, Hell in a Cell main event, were you not happy about the result?
I didn't like the result, and I didn't like the table spots and all that. I just went,
Yeah, I was into all that. So.
Yeah, you were.
But, I reckon you're to blame.
Go on.
For this.
Why?
Because obviously Vince listens to our podcast.
Yeah, right.
And obviously for some reason he quite likes you. And for the past few podcasts, you really like James Arthur.
I still quite like him. Even... I don't mind him, but I just don't. But I don't.
It's a ridiculous spot for him to be in.
I quite liked him being like the sidekick, the one. He's had a few lucky wins and all. Brilliant, well done. He's something different. Why not? You can't have him as the actual #1 contender.
That's my issue. It's a ridiculous spot for him to be in.
It's stupid.
I would rather. He could have got involved in SmackDown and stuff and had that weird rise to fame like he did. But then when they were negotiating, possibly he'll get a contract, possibly he won't, have him lose that match and then have him signed up on Raw and then have the best friends adopt him, have Chris Jericho adopt him.
You could do anything, couldn't you?
And then That as a threesome,
Brilliant.
as a triple threat.
Brilliant. Really good idea. I like the idea of him. Wait till I finish. I like the idea of him winning the title.
Oh my
God.
God.
Wait. But it's one of those. Remember when? I think it was the first time Chris Jericho won it off Triple H on Raw, and so there was shenanigans, whatever it was. They had to reverse it, and he had to give it back. I think they could have done something like that. Still might do with James Ellsworth when everyone will go, because people are idiots. People will go, oh, he's won it, but then for whatever reason he has to go back, he loses it, blah blah blah, and then we kind of see he got the moment, brilliant, everyone loved it, and then you're like, okay, and it was a case of, oh, so close. Do something like that, and then ship him off to Raw and team up with them two for the love that I did.
Do you not think it's bad enough that the SmackDown World Championship is quite clearly the second one? If it weren't for AJ Styles holding it, who is debatably the best in the business, if it weren't for him, it's definitely the B belt.
I think so. I thought that since they made the big silly red one.
Well, do you not think that do you not think they would never in a million years put the big red one on a piece of shit like James Ellsworth?
They won't. But how good would it be if he goes over to Raw, teams up with them two, somehow gets into a match against Kevin Owens, wins it, and then they have to reverse it all and do it like that. Do something like that. I think that'd be really good. You're not feeling it?
No. I'd be... Oh, there it is. There's Miz's next opponent.
Ellsworth.
All for that, because it would be ridiculous without...
You could do it.
Without touching the top belt.
And he could still have a moment holding that belt at the top of a ladder or something at WrestleMania.
You could still have it.
That might still happen.
Why not?
But, right, here's my problem with the main thing. With the Ellsworth comes out at the end of the match. Spoiler alert. Just as AJ Styles is reaching up, he's done the 450 splash to the outside, put Dean through the tails, Dean's out, whatever. AJ's there, he's one of those bright blue gloves away from lifting the title, taking it home. And then Ellsworth comes out. Oh, what's this, everyone thinks? I don't know is the answer, because what obviously transpires is Ellsworth turns heel, puts Dean through the tables just as he's about to win it, and then cheers on AJ as he goes to get the belt and wins. Why? AJ was about to take the belt, and it makes no sense. It's terrible. It's terribly done.
There was no reason, really, to turn on Dean.
No.
If he wanted AJ to win because he thinks he can beat him because he's beat him before, then let him win. Because he was just about to win.
Yeah, it was badly done.
There's no reason to turn on Dean as well.
It made no sense. Because apparently on Talking Smack he said that was the reason. If I've beat him 3 times, I can do it and all that kind of stuff. And they said, well, what about Dean Ambrose? And he said, well, if I win it, I'll give Dean the first shot at the title.
You just put it through
the table.
He's gonna fuck you up now.
Yeah.
So probably if they have that title match, AJ and piece of shit,
Dean
Ambrose is gonna come over, beat up AJ.
Or Ellsworth.
It's a title match, isn't it? Beat up either of them and AJ retains. Just beat the shit out of Ellsworth. Then, my greatest moment, this will be the greatest thing for me, AJ and Dean just battering Ellsworth and that's the end of it.
And they kick him out.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then there'll be a no bullying advert afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
It's just ridiculous. Get rid of him.
Okay, there you go. I think that spoiled the end of a really enjoyable half-hour match for the world title. I thought it was really good. And the end, and I'd already seen it just watching you watch the last 20 minutes then. You said what I hoped was going to happen.
Yeah, because there have been lots of rumours, and it makes a lot of sense that
Taker
AJ quite soon. Taker wins the belt, goes as far as Mania, faces Cena, wins, then retires.
Who wins at Mania?
Taker
wins over Cena.
Retains, then retires.
You're off your head. I can see it being Taker loses at Mania, Cena gets the record, Taker retires. I can see that.
I'd be okay with that happening if Cena can get the 16th in before that and then lose, so that it can actually be
It's the taking
taking the record rather than equaling the record.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's a big thing just to equal a record.
Suppose.
I
I thought he gets the record if he wins it.
It's gonna be a 16th, which is the record.
Is that
isn't
the
it?
record?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Ric Flair's got 16. I mean, personally, I think, yeah, Ric Flair was a much better wrestler, no doubting about that. But I still think actually Cena's titles are more valuable because they've all been with the same company.
Yeah.
And he's had to defend them a lot more. He's had to work a lot more.
Well, completely worlds apart, isn't it?
It
From
is
what it was
completely
used,
different, yeah.
used to be like, so. Yeah.
Because really, I keep trying to add this up, but I keep getting lost because there are so many of them. AJ Styles has won a lot of championships.
Around the world sort of thing.
They've not all been world championships, but if you add up all the titles, the world titles that he's won, there are a lot of them, which is quite possibly why he's in the spot that he is now, because he's.
That's up, isn't it? There's lots of
Not bad
possibilities for things to go on, I think. With Cena, with Taker, with AJ, with Dean, with Seth, with KO, with Jericho, with Roman. There's loads of things you could do with all of them. Hopefully they'll do the right thing.
Hopefully they'll do something.
Something, just do something. What are you giving the whole show then, out of 10?
I'm trying not to be influenced by the crowd,
Yeah.
but you know when the crowd's involved, it just gives it.
It
that
gives it an extra few points.
And they were just shit all the way through this. I know WWE's got no control of that necessarily,
No.
but no, it's a 5 for me.
Wow.
Just because I was given, was it Backlash? Gave like 7. Because I quite enjoyed that beginning to end, and overall it balanced out. It's just meh.
But nah. I'll give it an extra 1 on that. I'll give it a 6 then.
Okay.
I thought, yeah, there wasn't perfect, but I was pleasantly surprised, I think, by a couple of the matches on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Most of the results were the right ones as well.
Yep.
Well, actually, probably all the matches were the right results.
I think so.
That's rare.
That is very rare. So that was TLC 2016.
Tables, love and chairs.
There you go. The next one is Roadblock, End of the Line.
I
We
never
gave it an
remember
extra
the
one.
last bit.
Yeah. Roadblock, End of the Line. That is going to be in less than 2 weeks' time.
Is it really?
So we're not going to go into a big spiel about that. There'll be a Raw prediction-y kind of show where we talk about all the Raw and all that's what's been going on with that, and we'll talk about what's going to be happening at Roadblock in that episode of the podcast. We might also talk about our trip to Future Shock Wrestling, which is coming up this Saturday. We're going to see a friend of the show, the 4th honorary member of the Triple Threat Club, Sexy Kev. He's going for the Trophy Tournament 2016 in the semi-final against James Drake. We're going to be there, aren't we?
There might still be tickets available.
Probably just a couple now.
Yeah, but if you want to do that, was it futureshockWrestling.co.uk?
Yeah, get on there. It's a proper good night out. There's loads of good matches. There's like semi-finals of things, a women's triple threat match.
There's a title match.
Yeah, there's loads of things going on.
The Adrenaline title.
Xander Cooper.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a really good show. We are going. We will be flying the Triple Threat Club flag. Hopefully, meeting a few of the guys and getting somebody else, because I feel like Sexy Kev had a great time.
I hope so.
I hope he did.
I had a great time.
Kev hopefully enjoyed it last week.
It was a lot of fun, that.
We really enjoyed it, and hopefully you will spread the word and we'll get another one of your Future Shock buddies on the next one, maybe. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be great. So, join us again for, I'm excited, episode 20 is
Wow.
next one.
There you go.
20 podcasts.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Alright, everybody.
Join us next time, yo.
Peace out.
Peace. Sweet. Let's play some music for the YouTubers.
Bow, bow, bow.
Don't even need the music. Let's just play it from where it was.
Bye.